Hi everybody, I have a message that I want to share that's been on my mind a lot. And my message is to encourage you to talk about what is meaningful and what is true to you. And this can look like so many different things. It can be starting a new project or business. It can be posting your art or your music or writing. Even if you aren't sure how it's going to be received or you're thinking, oh, maybe this isn't good enough. It can be speaking up in a meeting or in a classroom and saying something that needs to be said, even if nobody else is and you're not sure if it is going to be welcome. It could be maybe you're in a conversation with a manager and you feel like you need to stand up for yourself or defend yourself. If you're used to agreeing with whatever people have to say about you at face value, even if it doesn't necessarily resonate with you deep down. Maybe you want to set a boundary with a partner or dress in a way that feels really authentic to you, even if it's unique and you're not seeing that around you. And if you're starting to do this, it might feel scary or awkward. That doesn't mean by any stretch that you shouldn't be doing that thing or that it's not worth sharing. It just means that you need practice. Sometimes you might even find that your voice shakes while you're talking or that you have tears in your eyes. And that might mean that you need to share that thing even more because it's something that has been pushed down for so long that really needs to come out. Last year, I went to see the second Avatar movie in theaters with my family. And at the end of the movie, I was sitting there and the credits were rolling and there were these words echoing in my head. And those words were, "The earth fights back." That movie really showed me a belief I wasn't even aware I had been holding. And that belief was something like, if I am good, if I'm obedient, if I do what's expected of me and don't cause too much trouble or ruffle too many feathers, then everything's just gonna work out. Injustices will be righted. I'll get what I want and need. And I really want violence towards women and towards the earth to end. And so somewhere I picked up this idea that by being good, I would be rewarded with those things, which I came to realize is definitely not true. And there's this close relationship all of us have with the earth. We all live here and we're so connected, even if we don't necessarily feel it. And there's also a very intimate connection between how women are treated and how the earth is treated. Right now, the dominant narrative is through domination, suppression, and violence. And so when we speak up and express ourselves authentically, or protect ourselves or those around us, or start to say the things that we really need to but have been afraid to, it's almost like the earth itself is starting to speak up for itself and protect itself. And by doing that, over time, these little actions snowball all over the world, little things that people are doing, and they become more and more important and meaningful. You might, as you're starting to do this, you might feel scared. Some of my friends who have shared things that are really vulnerable or posted very meaningful content to them or just issues, societal issues that have been challenging to talk about, have almost felt a sense of danger posting about something or talking about something. There can be this deep fear or anxiety that it's not going to be taken well or people will be angry. And I just want you to know that if that happens, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't share that thing. But it might mean that you are picking up on experiences and memories that are in our collective consciousness. Not just from the past, but also things that are happening right now. There are so many people who are experiencing domestic violence. There are women in Iran who are fighting back against an oppressive government and risking their own lives to be able to do that and to be able to have freedom. One of the instances or examples of this that has really stood out to me was a while back I read the book A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. And in that book, he talks about how during the Holy Inquisition, 3 to 5 million women were tortured and killed because they were determined to be witches. And their offenses could have been for something as minor as going for a walk alone in the woods, or gathering medicinal herbs, or showing how much they loved animals. And I really believe that these memories are still with us, even though some of them have happened in the past, and have created this sense of silencing that it's now we really need to be speaking through and moving through, even though it's there and even though it may still feel scary. I also just want to clarify that this is not just about women or any one group, but there are so many groups of people who have had their voices silenced for very long periods of time, or who have been made to feel afraid or unsafe or harmed by speaking up for themselves. And so all this is to say, if there's something that you really want to share, and I really believe that there is something for everyone, and there are many little things for everyone, I really encourage you to do it and to take that leap and to put yourself out there and to get that practice doing this. And again, it doesn't have to look any given way. It could just be expressing yourself or talking about your life. Each one of us has overcome something incredibly difficult that probably most people don't know about. And it could really help people to hear you talk about it. So that's what I wanted to share. And we really need your voice, and the earth really needs your voice too.